Well, good hunting. I hope you find a good time to kill Ash later. I'm hoping that I can kind of just snipe him from around the planet and no one will know it's me. Catch you around, Ophir. Much appreciated for tuning in. I don't need to tell Sanjar or anything. Alright, so who am I handing this back to? Mr. Pickett's journal to Sebastian.
You look like a woman who's looking for some mostly fresh animal parts.
Ooh, mostly. I found Mr. Pickett's journal.
He'll probably be wanting it back. You see any sign of him?
He's dead, eaten by Mantiqueen.
That's pretty sad. He sure seemed like he knew what he was doing.
Anyone fool enough to chase after a queen is pretty fucking far from the know what they're doing class of people.
So this journal is all he left behind? Seems like I ought to read it. Looks mighty long, though.
Maybe you and Celia can read it together on your date. Look at the bright side, he found his Mantiqueen. Or maybe not focusing on sending someone else out alone against a Mantiqueen. Yeah, third one.
Yeah, you're probably right. In any case, I appreciate you tracking down Mr. Pickett for me. Here's some bits for your trouble.
Oh, you can see the remorse. Let's talk about something else, and then nothing in particular. The other one that I have to do here is, yeah, pick up a dustback casserole. Getting close to the resolution. I heard this isn't the typical 100-hour game. I do not know. I have heard that apparently I am past 50% of the way through the game. I am very, very, very completionistic though. So.
Whoa, by the stars, my poor heart. I just about pissed my jumpsuit.
Sorry, didn't mean to startle you. Is everyone in this town chicken-livered? Would you admit that to everyone? To anyone? Get a grip, fella. Sorry, didn't mean to startle you.
Most people don't.
We're used to folks swooning at our feet. You don't gotta be embarrassed.
A healthy survival reflex is nothing to be embarrassed about. Besides, this place is enough to try anyone's nerves.
How's that?
Where should I begin? With the oversized mantisaurs? Or perhaps the rats spewing acid at our walls? The board was right. This place isn't fit for human habitation. And I was a fool for staying.
Thanks so much appreciated. 1,000-bit donation. Says bits for your trouble, they say. Bits for my trouble, much appreciated. Engineer's looking to get a dustback casserole. Can you cook one of those? Ever thought of leaving Celibate, or why did you decide to stay in this first place? We'll do the engineer at the very end.
Sanjar, of course. He had all these glorious ideas about how he'd run Monarch. Rest periods between every work shift. No shift more than 10 hours long.
Mm-hmm.
You company folk are all the same. Choose to stay, then complain about the choice you've made.
How was I supposed to know it'd turn out like this? It all sounds wonderful, until you realize there's only a few centimeters of repurposed steel between you and the deadliest creatures in the galaxy.
Sounds like you'd want more than centimeters, so you've got a real negativity problem. Second one.
I'm not even finished.
Oh, lay it on them, you then.
Add that to the supply shortages, thanks to being cut off by the board, and I dare say we're no better off than the lowliest Spacer's Choice enclave.
Alright, ever thought about leaving Celibate then?
Only every day. But in case you haven't noticed, we don't exactly get ships on a regular basis, yours notwithstanding. And even if I did scrape together enough to buy passage out with sublight, which would mean reaching Fallbrook without getting eaten, shot, or dissolved into green goop, what then?
Why don't you tell me? You've got stabbed. That's also a possibility. I'm just going to add that in. I'm going to start making fun of you.
Thank you for reminding me. As if I weren't already destined for an early grave.
I can confirm it. My engineer's looking for a dustback casserole. Can you cook one of them?
That was a real popular meal 10, 20 years back, before the board tucked tail and ran. These days, everybody's had a belly full of salt tuna. They all want borscht. And the mushrooms, well, not many venture out of town, what with the monsters hereabouts. I can whip one up for you, but it'll cost. Here's a menu.
Makes sense. Intimidate. You take me from an idiot? Try again, much harder. I'll get back to you on that. Well, I can definitely get to Intimidate 55 quite easily. Pretty sure, in fact, I'm on that? No. But if I do any personality stuff, I ought to be. Alright. Change equipment for anything that gives me speech skills. Actually, no, this already has speech skills on it. Yeah, because the dialogue skills +5. Okay, so we're looking to somehow get 47, right? 47. Yeah, we're looking to somehow get another 8. I mean, Intimidate, if I had Sam in the party, but I think I gave Sam extra health rather than Intimidate. Sneak is being increased by both Felix and Yoka. I mean, if I had Vic and Max and Sam in the party, I think I actually would just pass this already. Finally be able to get back to a stream. Hi, Raps. Hi, Streamtail. Let's go. Good to see you. Fine. Let's go back. Let's get Vic and Max and Sam, see if we can complete that instantly. Vic, Max, Sam. But the problem is, what could be better than purple? There's no color to go up from here. Yeah, that's something I've had to be considering, actually, is what gradations I should use. I could actually level up Sam, by the way, in order to immediately gain the Intimidate if I need to. But I'm assuming character skills. Yeah, I definitely don't need to. Look at that. Even with just them in my party, I've already got enough Intimidate here. We're fine. We are fine. Yeah, so I eventually ended up deciding that red should be the lowest level, then purple, and then after that I think I'm going to go bronze, silver, gold, platinum. But the problem is I also kind of want purple to be the highest one. But it doesn't necessarily imply hierarchy well. At least in the way that the subscriber badges are supposed to.
I see.
See, you've stuck around. Is it still available? I'm gonna intimidate you.
Whoa, hold on. Okay. Leak contained. My stars. Look, Captain. This is the best I can do without putting myself out of business.
Glad you show reason. 2000 is much more reasonable.
I'm mighty glad you reckon so. This is gonna take about an hour in the oven. Nothing I can do to speed it. That's just how cooking works. There we are. Now, if you don't mind, I really need to take a leak.
Perfect. Much appreciated. So the other one is outside, apparently. Let's actually go back to the unreliable, get different people. You can't use your color for Twitch, it's difficult to see. The purple hex is just too dark a shade. Yeah, actually, in my dark mode, I can barely make out the name.
A reminder to all crew members, there is only one toilet on the ship.
Pavati, do you have anything to say to me? Vic Max saying prayers to himself. No? Okay, fine. What's the allotment of quests we want to do now? Are we actually finally going to go to the area on Monarch? That is radio-free Monarch. Fine. It's about time. Okay, Felix and Yoka come out with this then. Yeah. Yoka's only using her ranged weapons at the moment, so she's fine. Unless I'm changing either of their armor, but I'm not changing either of their armor. Okay, we're good. And then map to get as close as we possibly can. Pretty sure, yeah, that's still not even that close. At the very least, we can round that corner up there easily. Let's travel to the Borst factory. That and across is going to be fine. Don't know what to do. You're not a fan of chocolate, but you had a £2 bag of 5 milk chocolates. 5? Sorry, Dove milk chocolates. Is 2 pounds is just slightly less than a kilogram. Damn, that's a serious amount of chocolate. Well, find literally any friend, because almost everyone loves chocolate. I know, because people get mad at me when I say I don't like chocolate.
Jackass is incoming!
I'm just gonna let my companions do all of this. There's nothing more satisfying than watching a Moon Man run after the Marauder though. Get him, Moon Man. Good work, Moon Man.
Everyone alright?
2 pounds is 1.2? Oh, I thought it was 1.2 pounds to a kilo. Sorry, 1.2 pounds to a kilo. Sorry, 2.5 pounds to a kilo. I think it was 2.4 something. Which, hang on. What would that make me in pounds? Using 2.5. Just about 240. It's like 2.2. That'd be about 210 then. All right. This is probably going to be like a gauntlet, I had to imagine. On Earth? Pounds to a kilo? Oh, right, yeah, because kilo is of mass, not of weight. Kilos of mass, not of weight? Yeah. Right? Yeah, weight and mass are equal on Earth, but it's in a different system, the conversion would be different. Fine.
Look up. That makeshift bridge, we gotta cross it. First we go under, then hook around to the left, then up and over.
Go under, hook around to the left, then up and over. The thing is, I'm gonna want to run off the beaten path, so... Okay. And here I thought we were getting lucky and this was going to be a puzzle area rather than a combat area. This place is extraordinarily pretty. If only I could turn all of the different quality options on. Some of them interfere. Sadly. Yeah, there's a Colossus up there, which is sad. Let's check the... don't necessarily need to repair that there.
Quiet.
Just gonna try and get them down one by one perfectly. And that has to start with the spitters in particular. Lowest stage people. There's another spitter over the other side, although they're slightly aware of me right now, so I need to wait for that to wear off. Let's go and loot. With issues with the quality settings? No, it's just that, you know, new game, not necessarily incredibly optimized. Tremor Cleaver Ultra, well, that's the one that we throw off to our follower. What's up with the masks on your allies? What's not up with them? That's a better question. My allies are rocking those Moonmen masks. Silly, thank you very much for the gift sub to Sep. Much appreciated. Sep, enjoy your emotes in chat and welcome to the Republic. Yeah. If we have to two-shot the Mauler, we're not going to be able to keep our stealth, I don't think. No, we can, actually.
Alright, hushing up.
Hey, Peek. More. Alright, literally, if we just have the Colossus at the very end, that's going to be perfect. Babe, I need you to know I've been out of bed for over an hour. I'm proud of you. Well done.
Nice, this will be fun!
Nobody messing with you, boss.
It's definitely an all-subs chat. Yep, pretty much at the moment. Single-handedly due to Silly, TBH. Well, not single-handedly, but very largely due to Silly. Incredibly generous. Much appreciated, Silly, again. The Unreliable Crew is sponsored by Space's Choice and are contractually obligated to wear moon hats. Yep, this is in honor of our friend Martin Callahan, who could not be with us because he is working a dead-end job. A little bit busy with that. But Martin's with us in spirit. Martin is the true leader of this squad. Okay, I can hear chittering behind this wall, so I already know what we're in for. When does the Rhapsody and squad play Dungeons & Dragons stream? That's a question for Peak and Rito. And I guess me, so fair enough. I don't necessarily know yet.
Here they come! Nice hit!
Come on, man, stop. No. As long as we don't have a queen, we're fine.
Hey, boss! Watch this!
When will Raps get time to breathe with all of the series? Honestly, I should be doing more right now. Like, the Disco Elysium series should have already started. But I've been taking things at a little bit of a slower pace. Okay, so we've had the Raptidons, we've had the Mantisaurs, so I don't think there's any more wildlife here I need to worry about. Been trying to set up D&D with your cohorts for a very long time, but it isn't an easy thing to schedule. Yeah. It's, I mean, it's easier in this half of the year at the absolute least, especially between Rito and I, being he's American, I'm Australian. But our DSTs move in opposite directions, so we get 2 extra hours one half of the year and 2 less hours, or 2 fewer hours the other half. We can get close to that Manta Queen before we start. Elite Troop Armor Gold. Damn it. I imagine that looks real damn cool, but it has no modifications on it. Negative stealth kills, increased dodge. Yeah, it's fine, I guess. I was really hoping it was going to be interesting. Shears. Yep, definitely not going to be able to use those. Too low quality. Fine. I really want to do a melee character, but it feels like they have like 3 weapons. The modding scene for this game is going to be so damn good. Oh. I'm super excited for it. Yeah, this doesn't need to be repaired. We're fine.
All right, let's dance. Nice work!
Line the Man's Queen real quickly. Dodge that shot. I'll focus on the Man's Queen. You'll focus on everyone else.
You want some of this?
Thank you, Nyoka, for cutting through those. Although, instead, now I just have a flaming Manta Swarm coming at me, which is actually even more terrifying. Please never light them up again. There's segmental damages in this? As in for different parts of the body? Yep. It's called TTD hit locations in this. So if you hit in the eyes, you have the ability to blind. If you hit in the leg, you have the ability to stagger. Hit in the arm, you have the ability to maim, etc., etc., etc. So on and so forth, as you might expect. Oh, cannons! Right, that's who I've forgotten. Yeah, I'm hoping there's like a whole mess of them up here. Because we've fought through all the other types.
Tunnel here.
The 24/7 Beijing grind is what Raps is on. Oh. Not sure I understand that one necessarily. More Mantisaurs. Mantisaurs don't honestly seem to be taking extra damage to hits in the head. Is it like the chest is their weak spot? Because they do have like bright glowing chests. Perhaps would you consider playing Overwatch 2 when it comes out in 2020? No. I'm not playing any Blizzard games. And also, I don't necessarily enjoy Overwatch that much. I'm not, he says as he plays an FPS, I'm not actually a large fan of FPSs. I love a good RPG with good storytelling. I will play an FPS in order to play that RPG. And heck, I'll even enjoy it along the way, but like more traditional RPGs, more traditional FPSs, like, I'm just off board. Limerick? The limerick for today was, hang on, where is it?
That's the last of him.
Had it written down somewhere. Pop back up. The one from yesterday was there once was a woman from Hope with morality strict as the Pope. She posed bad boys to dust, but for now she must find Pavati some nice smelling soap. And damn it, the one for today is on Twitter, I think, at the moment. It's effectively a 5-hour limerick generation for the one that I'm going to use for the publication tomorrow. On Monarch, there's a lady called Zora, whose flock is infected with flora. Spores in her airways, as she often says, I abhor spores, you'll never get Sora. I said it better with hitting the meter structure better in the YouTube version. Finally over our limit. Oh, God, had to happen eventually. Sort by value to weight ratio. So I was asked a while ago how many of the science weapons I've seen. I've seen 3. Also, Silly, thank you very much for the tier 1 sub to... Whew, I'm gonna need help on this one. Anetlin? Anetlin, enjoy your emotes in chat. Welcome to the Republic. I am hoping I got that name vaguely correct. I think I should probably just mark a bunch of this as junk. Yeah, we took a bunch of copies of this. We don't need all of them. This one's already modified as well. For backpack, thug kit, and grounded. I mean, that could just go on Felix, but Felix has already got something with 7 to 2-handed melee. Correct. The first time was correct. Second time sounded weird. Anetlin, I think is what I went with the first time, so I will now be using it forever. God, I really want to pop that Iconiclust's mask on Felix and let Felix just go to Hamtown. Somehow I feel like it's not going to work that well. Alright. Especially the melee weapons. They can all get out of here. And the plasma launchers and the flamethrowers all being incredibly expensive. That's the Deadeye that I want to slot in if this one isn't necessary. But I guess if I'm using shock, then I'm not using a Deadeye. I'm using my hunting rifle. Yeah, so I may as well do that and then heal the hunting rifle. This Deadeye Assault has a post-armor damage dealt on it. I'll keep that just in case I get one with N-Rays. Clemmer Ultra. Hang on, this one's got 2 mods on it. It's got power attack damage and melee weapon attack speed. But it's also level 10, and I actually have like a better officer's spine on someone else at the moment at the absolute least. We have decent ammo. What does N-Ray do? Does damage over time past the point of initial contact. Kind of think of it as like radiation or poison. Is this place just going to get prettier and prettier? Here's hoping I don't have to cave in this cave. Or toxin? Yep, pretty much anything that seems like it would do DOT. Alright, Mega Mantiqueen. Well, sorry, that's about as far as we get in this game. My name's Rhapsody. Fine, into it. We're actually going to need to prepare for this one. So my first shot is going to be my best shot in this fight. I've got the sneak attack damage. I've got all of those things stacked on top of it as well. So I think what I'm going to do here is, yeah, pop the ambidextrine and then go for the shot. It's okay, just shoot it in the head. It's going to be the goal. Pop the ambidextrine. Blind you. Oh god, that did almost nothing to their HP bar. We are screwed. Drop kick. Burn him.
I am a sword.
At least it's just the Mega Man's Queen, so stagger effects like the drop kick are going to be good enough. Actually, speaking of stagger effects like the drop kick, damn it. Felix went down at exactly the same time the drop kick came back available. Tossball card for a couple of them. A Exacto side, Adrena time. Nothing actually interesting in the loot. Machine gun time? Yeah, I mean, you'd think. What?
That assist was a violation of corporate law if I ever saw one. Since it was to my benefit, and we're largely in lawless lands, I'll look the other way. C3 owes you one, stranger. You haven't seen Constance, have you? Ah, there's her torso. And that'll be her legs over yonder, never mind. I'm Bertold.
What in the void are you thinking, creeping around a mannequin like that?
That's how he was alive.
At the time, I was thinking, please don't see me, oh law, I don't want to die, nah. Now I'm thinking it was stupid to come in here.
What are you doing here?
Killing marauders and hooligans, as I am handsomely paid to do. Of course, as me and Constance discovered, they ain't the only forms of life inhabiting these caverns. I owe you a debt for saving my neck, stranger, and I mean to pay it. There's a station up the way. It's where my C3s are posted. We can talk more there where it's safe. I'll be on my way, once I've gathered up Constance's parts.
Satan Easy, thank you very much for the 7-month resub. Welcome back to the Republic. Enjoy your emotes in chat. Or continue to enjoy your emotes in chat, I suppose. At the very least, this is a mission I can complete while I'm trying to do everything else. Level head is tactical time dilation recharge. I mean, I'm storing all of these that I never end up using, sadly. Alright. At the very least, it was along the way. So here's the overpass that Nyoko was referring to before that we need to get up to. Which means we're probably pretty much done with ascending this. I don't give them back now. These emojis are mine to use. Damn it! You figured it out. You now have complete ownership over them. All you have to do is change your personal appearance to match the emoji perfectly, and it'll work. Oh, and of course, if you aren't bi, you're gonna have to become bi so you can use the bi pride flag. I mean, yeah, it's a whole deal. It's difficult.
And here we are. Told you we'd make it in one piece.
How does the map lead down from here? Oh, this is actually leading down into it.
Station
Already
18
bi?
far now.
Fair enough then. Just don't you know, take a year and a half to not shave and grow a pitiful mustache and beard. Then you've got it done. Right, there's a whole crew down here. And it looks like, okay, they are against marauders. It was important to see that that wasn't an iconoclast there or something.
Got a problem? Maybe I can help.
Thank the architect! Bertold's back!
I owe you for bringing the boss man back to us.
All right, Bertolds, what's up?
Hey, Mannequin Slayer. Glad you made it in one piece. After all, not everyone's so lucky. Meet my corporate compliance crew. Then check out our weapons locker inside. I reckon you'll find something you like. Then we call it even between us.
Weapons locker? Why are you guys guarding the station? Kind of odd for a group of mercs to label themselves as a corporate entity. Let's go for the second one.
The corporate model is the oldest and most efficient, not to mention stable structure history has ever shown us. Plus, corporations got certain rights not entailed to individuals. I lead the C3s. Addie covers our payroll and expenditures. Lance handles the human capital. And Donald is our charming public face. Our system works. We've racked up more confirmed kills than any other crew you can hire.
Why are you guys guarding the station then?
We were hired to do so. Why else? You did get the memo that we're mercenaries? Our client's a bit unorthodox, sure. He calls himself the broker, and prefers the glow of a terminal to flesh and blood interaction. But I can't fault his work ethic. Our current gig's to stop, by means of lethal force, any creatures exiting the caverns, including but not limited to marauders, iconoclasts, and agents operating for the MSI.
Alright, I'll call it even if you help me wipe out the marauders at the broadcast station. I don't want to say that. Because I do want to go in here and loot weapons. Thunder. Are there multiple special weapons in here, or is it just that one? Durable guards. Ranged weapon skills +5. Hopefully it's pretty. Sure grip, an auto mag pistol. Toughen. Stun baton ultra. I've already got one of those. Already handed off to... not Pavati, I don't think. Another stun baton ultra. Earrings, ring. Armor parts. Another stun baton ultra. Heavy construction gear that I got a couple copies of already. Whisper quiet muzzle. Fine. Yeah, it doesn't look like we're actually finding any guns that are impactful for us. I'll take Thunder, though, and have a look at it. It is a long gun. Look, at the absolute least, I should probably take it over these revolvers. Also, Force is apparently good, but... should I care about that at all? I don't think I should care about that at all. I mean, Thunder's kind of interesting. How fast is its fire rate? Could be a lot worse, actually. Having a look at the skills. Lockpick, if I give that 3, I get the next level of lockpicking, which doesn't matter at all. Lockpicking speed is nearly instant. But the 96 means that as long as I have Felix... well, do I want to have Felix in my party in order to lockpick something? How's that DPS compared to the tier 2 assault rifle? I assume quite favorably, right? The tier 2 assault rifle was 500 by base or something, if I recall correctly. I can just take Felix in my party if I'm ever gonna need that, right? I can just take Felix in my party. Literally, at this point, it's just pop mine stats and we're fine. Pristine item chance? Yeah, but the pristine item chance is another 2 full levels away from me, locking all of those into lockpicks. 30 is the level cap in this game, so... I don't know about that. Seems like it'd be kind of a deep waste, but that said, I don't really have much else to commit it to at this point anyway. Other than, I guess, Persuade. Alright. So I have Felix with me commonly. I'm going to put this up to 67 so that by base, I'm already 100 Persuade. And... yeah. Then I have 2 more levels that go exclusively into lockpick. I'll have 100 by base, and then I won't have to worry about, you know, carrying around Felix or carrying around mind-altering stuff. All right, for the perks. That's negative detection of enemies only when there's no companions in the area. Ranged attacks inflict -1 armor for 10 seconds, can stack up to 10 times. I mean, if I'm using the Thunder, then this is a good idea. The debuff for damage perk does work with the phobia debuff. Yes, I saw that you'd check that for me. Much appreciated, 2 cubic tons. So the fact that if I'm on withdrawal, then that counts as a harmful combat effect. So I get 20% increased damage. That actually seems like a great idea. Let's just do that and then be in withdrawal whenever we're in fighting, right? Because what? Like, withdrawal is taking a little bit of my perception, temperament that doesn't actually matter, dex that doesn't actually matter to me, right? Neither of those, in fact. Perception being lowered a little bit does mean that I'm doing a little less on my headshot and weak spot damage by 10%. 10% can be impactful. I mean, it's 10%, the difference between 10% and 20% on the damage, right? but it's bonus to extra headshot weak spot damage. So it's probably like, you know, headshot damage does 10%, you know, 50% extra, and then this makes it do 60% extra, I'm imagining, rather than 55. All right. I'm taking it. Actually, I didn't even loot all the rest of the stuff in there. How dare I? Let's quickly go over the armor, because there's a couple of these we should probably get rid of. Yeah, break that one down. That has 7 hack on it. We do need to keep that, actually. Tech skills. Don't really need to keep that if I have one with hack. Stealth skills. That's for lockpicking if I need an extra 5 in it suddenly. Tech skills. Again. We already have one with tech skills. It's fine. Drop that mask, definitely. And that armor. Alright, good. We should be fine to get the stun batons now. Just needed to make sure that I wasn't going to overshoot with all of these. Because I'd rather open them with reckless abandon. I fell asleep, apparently. I'd rather open them all with reckless abandon. I don't know if holding down E is necessarily always faster than just spamming it in order to pick them all up. Definitely going to take pet pills. It's another thing for mind stats. And, of course, we're back to overloaded. A flamethrower that has corrosion. That's uncommon. Right? And corrosion's really, really good against these enemies. Isn't Felix good with, like, heavy weapons as well? No, not in particular. Damn. He is, but his skills don't say so. Annika's cookbook honestly seems like the right kind of thing for you, but I'm going to give you the flamethrower. He likes them more, not skill-wise. So how does the liking affect it? If at all. Start tinkering with this little. It doesn't? Damn it. Well then, I mean, if we're going for heavy weapons, doesn't Nyoka use heavy weapons? Also no. Oh, but again, their thing is they don't have extra combat skills, right? None of them has extra combat skills to something so that you can give them any weapon, right? Although her heavy weapon is already really good. There's the euthanasia kit that I should probably throw on someone else at home. Silencer that is already at home. Really? Do I have all of these in my inventory at the moment? You can give them whatever you like. You just like sticking to the themes. Oh, okay. Sorry, it's important for me to know whether or not that's something that I actually necessarily have to do. I'm going to very quickly teleport back to the unreliable. And I'm also going to quickly grab myself some water. Gotta rehydrate. Chair stream is over. It is back to party and inventory management time. So considering that the level cap is 30 and the fact that we're doing completionistic stuff.
Is drunk. Surprise.
Okay, hang on. Where are you? That's Ellie, Sam. Sam?
Detective, dispensing vomit bags. Preparing bodily waste. Collection receptacle.
Oh, I didn't even realize it was you, Nyoka. It's a solid sleeping pose. Damn. Getting your stretches in. This is the one toilet. Not glamorous at all. All right, Felix, what about your mission? Let's talk.
Good to see you, boss.
Nope. You have nothing to say. Nyoka obviously won't. Do you have anything to say about your mission, Vicar?
I find myself marveling at the complex simplicity of the Fibonacci spiral. Something vexing you, Captain?
No, again, nothing in your story. It feels like Felix should have more of a story. Maybe Felix just hasn't encountered who they'll have their story with yet. Alright. So inventory management, then we can bounce back out. Shrink ray, all reliable as well. The ultimatum, vermin, sure. Assault rifle ultra 629, right? Compares to the... Where is it? 629 compares to 522. This is worse than the assault rifle. That sucks. That sucks a lot. This one's 5 levels lower, though. Let's tinker with it before we actually write it off. Gloop gun, a heavy weapon that I don't really want to give to anyone. Alright, stun baton ultra. Yeah, I don't really have that many people that I want to do one-handed melee stuff with. Already hand that back. Tactical shotgun. Silencer. So effectively, this is just stuff that I took off of the Vicar. I think I'm going to take Euthanasia Kit. Shooting for the head is merciful. It seems like the special weapons don't actually have, like, special effects, commonly. Are they supposed to? You found that most uniques are not as good as being able to mod the weapon how you like. It's probably a preference thing. Yeah, that's effectively what I'm asking right now. Like, are these actually significantly better? What did you have? I just have, like, a different, like, a shotgun Mark II on our friend. Right, throw that back, throw that back. Tremor Cleaver. Can modify that 2 times as well as start upgrading it. Don't need to right now, I don't think. Yeah, Euthanasia Kit actually doesn't seem that good. I'll keep my various hats. So it's increased detect skills and stealth skills. Hack probably doesn't need a +7. I'll just hold my one that has an increased attack skills. Should be good enough. Melee damage +5%. I am desperate to put this on Felix, but I'm not going to. This armor should probably be better than someone's, though. Remember to check DPS to damage per shot. Yeah, I can, but like when assault rifles have the same fire rate, it's not that helpful, sadly. Thug kit, melee weapon skills +10 and defense skills +5. And it's grounded for shock armor rating. Yeah, we'll keep that one on us. Drop the leaded armor. What's that one? Durable guards. Ranged weapon skills +5. Alright, I actually need to see how that looks. Because if that one's pretty, that's... It's not, though. Ugh. Yikes. If I could change the trim of the cloth one, or of the cloth area of it, I'd be more into it. Okay, so that's all we can do there. Throw in a bunch of Rhapsody meat. Alright, unfortunately I can't sort those, so I'm not even gonna bother. And then here's all the weapon mods that I'm not really gonna want to use at the moment. You know what? I have, you know, almost 100 left over. I should be fine. I'll just carry these with me. Cool. And then the equipment would be Felix. Let's have a look at your armor. Yeah, it's the Raptidon one. Electrocharge surface and the anodized corrosion armor rating both make a lot of sense for you. Nyoka, what about this? Stealth skills +5 and it's 28 armor, but it compares to melee weapon skills. Yep. Melee weapon skills I don't actually need the increase of. You know what? Felix, you'll wear the melee one, and then I'll give the Raptidon armor to Nyoka. That seems significantly better across. Do you ever find the Leaper injectors? Those are fun. I have not. It seems like that's okay. And then the final thing is I will use this to repair all my weapons and tinker a bunch as well. Thunder hasn't been tinkered at all. So now that it's level 20, similar to the other one, it was like 86 per shot on the other one. This is now 92 per shot. It's got a higher DPS. So Thunder does have, by base, a higher DPS. Good to know. Let's grab Ultra. I mean, it does get 20 extra damage for a single upgrade here. Like, yeah, I'm going to do that. I kind of want to do it again and just have the Hunting Rifle Ultra knock everyone. Deadeye Assault Rifle, I don't want to upgrade anymore. Not until I find a, Deadeye Assault Rifle number 2. Or something similar, ideally. Yeah, there's the Tactical Shotgun Mark II. That's the one that I would want to replace on the Vicar. Tossball blocker. This one hasn't even been upgraded. But Felix does use melee. Why is Felix using the worst? Oh, because I swapped the Raptor Prod off of Felix. I need to find a better melee weapon to give to Felix right now. And it can't just be the Prismatic Hammer. Let's repair everything first. And the final thing is modifying. I shouldn't need to do that to any of these. Cool. Bounce. Yeah, fine. I still need to find a slightly better weapon for Felix. I think the Tremor Cleaver Ultra should be good enough.
Taking it easy?
I think I've got one of those in here as well, so let's set them. I do have withdrawal at the moment, but I don't have to address my withdrawal, thankfully. I see you've been to the where's the room where you eat people house. Yep. As soon as I walked in, as soon as the first person spoke to me, I was like, all right, well, where is it? You know, the room. Where is the room? Unfortunately, it looks like, I got, no, never mind. I didn't get rid of the Tremor Cleaver. The Tremor Cleaver has the ability to be modified 2 times over. Definitely beats the Inferno Scythe. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's that. Let's have a look at Felix. Swap this in. I haven't even begun to tinker on it. I'm gonna tinker it fully because I suspect it's gonna be good. I was hoping at least. Punch a Naz. Pretty sure there's a letter missing from the end of that, but how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Enjoy your remotes in chat and welcome to the Republic. Thank you for subscribing with Twitch Prime. I did all of that in the wrong order, but it got out there eventually. Alright, Tremor Cleaver. Tinker it up, make it plasma, it'll be fine. It's not feeling fine yet. Damage is 231. Okay, so it does much more damage per swing. But see, this... when this is equipped, it does way more damage. And then put the Tremor Cleaver Ultra and it does very little more. So it looks like the... maybe one-handed melee is a thing that's important here. I mean, I can modify the Pro Tossball blocker twice. Is that going to be better than the Tremor Cleaver Ultra? Just because Felix likes Tossball? Why is the statistical change so significant here? Does anyone know? Might be basing off of my stats. I would be amazed if it bases off of my stats. Otherwise, you can't... like, otherwise, no one I have ever given a melee weapon is any good at it. right? Because I have 3 in both of my melee weapon stats. So, in fact, this shouldn't be based off of my stats either. Check Felix's stats. Felix's stats don't necessarily show anything to me, though. Persuade, sneak, and dropkick. Sorry, and lockpick. No spacely ideas. Damn. Nothing that increases your damage specifically for one-handed melee or something like that. It does seem like maybe they do have weapon affinities. And if you give them the right weapon, they will be much more effective. This is strange as hell to me. This doesn't make sense. Yeah, fine. I'll just tinker on it a bunch and then modify it also. Definitely attack speed. And then on the blade, extra damage from power attack. Felix doesn't do power attacks, I don't think. Just change it to plasma. That's just in general good, except for against the mantisaurs. Fine. He started with the toss ball stick with his modded, so you'd think if there was favor for him, it'd be two-handed strange. Yeah, you'd think. I don't know what's going on there, frankly. Thunder can't be modded. Okay, so we're done. And actually, we should also check which of the missions we intend to go for. Yeah, because if the only quest that we're going to be doing right now is Space Crime Continuum before we go to finish Radio Free Monarch, then we need to take Ellie and Vicar Max, right? Could have sworn it was Ellie and Vicar Max. Does she say specifically here? Like you need... I think you chose Pavati and Ellie yesterday. That makes sense. Have you done Yoka's quest? Not yet. No. It was a team for the specific quest you chose. Yes. Damn it. All right. I'm going to do Radio Free Monarch first then. Oh, that was a team. Oh, okay. Well, at least I know that. But I'll finish the quest first. Because I'm assuming this isn't like the end of Monarch. Because this is like the first actual main quest thing they want me to do on Monarch. So I have to imagine we're here for a while after still.